Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little makeup tutorial talk through with you today. So first thing is your skincare. You want to make sure that you have really good skin before you apply makeup, because your makeup is not going to look good if you don't have a good skincare regimen. So I've already applied my skincare, and I applied my cream. I use this is the Drunk Elephant Prontny Polypeptide cream. So it's the green one. It looks blue on camera, but it's like a turquoisey green. So that I put as my moisturizer, and then I went in with the Glow Recipe. This is the avocado melt retinol eye cream, and I just went in and applied that, and it kind of depuffs underneath the eyes. So now for the makeup. So first thing, I'm gonna go in with this concealer. It's the House Labs concealer, and it is in the shade 505 Fair Peach. So I'm just gonna apply that anywhere where I have redness. I'm gonna put it underneath my eyes, and as I'm gonna use it as like an eyeshadow base. So I have a little bit of redness on my chin area and my nose, and then I'm just gonna put it like that and like that, just to kind of conceal the dark inner corner there that I have. And then just anywhere where I have my little acne breakouts. So now I'm gonna blend it out. I'm using this, this is a Sephora foundation brush. So I'm just gonna blend that out. And I'm not swiping it, I'm kind of bouncing the brush off my skin. I'm buffering it in, if you will. So as you can see, that took the redness out. You know, if you're not really a lot into makeup, you can just use concealer just where you need it, because our skin, it's got all kinds of different tones in there, so it's not all one color. So that's all blended out. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the foundation by Makeup by Mario. This is in the shade 1C. And this is the Surreal Skin Foundation. So I'm just going to give it a good shake. And then I'm going to apply about 1.5 pumps, because you don't need a lot, into my hand. And then I'm just going to kind of buffer it out a bit. Take a little bit off, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm buffing it into my skin. I'm going to make sure I'm going to go down into my neck so that everything is all one color, because you don't want that two-toned color. And even your ear, you want to make sure. And you're just gonna keep blending it. Now, because these are all cream products, I have to go in and set my face with a powder, because I'm going to be using a powder bronzer and a powder blush, and because the foundation is tacky, it will cause the blush and the bronzer to skip, and it won't blend as nicely into the skin. So I'm gonna go in with this is the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Butter. I love her powders. She has really changed up the makeup, the whole makeup world. So I'm just gonna go in with this brush here. It's an e.l.f. brush. It's a highlighter brush, but I'm just gonna set my T-zone, because that's where I have the most oil. So I'm just kind of putting it all over my face there, and even you can put it on your eyelid to set the concealer. Okay, so that's that. So next, I'm gonna go into the bronzer. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This is a real game changer. I love this contour palette. So I'm gonna go in with the shade here. This is the lightest shade, because it's like it's for light, medium, and dark skin tone. Sometimes I do like to blend the shade, like the two shades together if I want, if I'm going for like a more dramatic look, but we're gonna kind of just keep the face simple, because I'm gonna do some green eyeshadow today, because I'm feeling a little green. So I'm just putting it on my jawline, and then I'm just kind of tapping it in here just to add some color to the face, because we all know foundation kind of just, you know, if you're not tanned, it kind of washes you out a bit. So you gotta add color back into your face so that you don't look like you're dead. Now, lots of people like to contour their nose and stuff. I mean, you can, but I don't have a whole lot of time for that. Okay, so that is the bronzer slash contour. So now I'm gonna go into blush. This is the House Labs. This is the Color Fuse blush in the shade called Dragon Fruit Days. And that's what it looks like. It's like this hot pink. I love it. So I'm just gonna dip my brush in there and tap off the excess. Did you see the powder there flying? Because you don't want to deposit all that onto the face, because it'll be, you know, I mean, if you're the more dramatic kind of person, you can. But, oops. But if you're just going for a subtle, you know, flushy kind of look, I'm just kind of blend that in. And that is the base for what I'm working with today. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with two palettes today. So this is the Natasha Denona Retro Glam palette. That is what she looks like. So I'm just gonna work with the greens in there, And then I'm gonna go into, this is the Pat McGrath. This is quite bougie. This is the Mothership X Moonlit Seduction palette. And that's what it looks like there. And I'm gonna particularly use that shade. So let's apply the green first. I'm going to get a blending brush. Okay. And I'm just gonna go into this medium kind of green shade. It's called Sage. It's in the Natasha Denona palette. And I'm gonna do that to get the excess off. And then I'm just applying it into the crease. And even that deposited a lot of pigment. So I'm applying it into the crease, and then I'm gonna kind of wing it out a bit, like that. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. And you kind of want to get the same kind of blend on both sides. You want to make it symmetrical. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into this shade here. This is Evergreen, and I'm going to change my brush. I'm gonna use like this flatter looking brush, and this is the Sephora shadow brush. So I'm gonna go into Evergreen, and I'm gonna kind of just make like a little V, and then just to darken up that crease. Do the same thing on the other side. And that's the kind of base that I want to go with. So then I'm going to mix these two colors together. So I'm going to mix Sage and Evergreen together. And I'm going to put it underneath my lash line. I'm going to bring it up and kind of wing it out. Like that. So that is all I'm going to do with the Natasha Denona. And then I'm going to go into the Pat McGrath shade here. This is Oh my god, this is like my favorite shade from this palette. Look, it's like duochrome green brown shift. It's beautiful, gorgeous. So I'm just gonna apply that into my center lid. Like that, and then I'm just gonna go back in because I had a little bit of fallout there. So I'm just gonna touch up underneath my eyes. Okay, and now for my highlight shade, my inner corner, let's go in with this gold shade. Wow, it dispersed a lot. And then I'm gonna bring it up into my inner corner there. Just a little bit. And mix those two shades together. Okay. And again, I have fallout. So just gonna clean up a little bit there. And there you have the eye look. So now I'm going to go in with the Sephora collection. This is the liquid eyeliner. This is in black. I'm just gonna give it a shaken. Have some coffee. Okay. So now I'm gonna do a little wing. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Thing is trying to make it even on both sides. I know I always have a hard time. But that's why we practice. That's why practice makes perfect. Alright, so I applied a little wing there. Can you see it? So now we're gonna go into the mascara. Again, my favorite mascara, the Mac Stack. I love it. So it makes your, first of all, it gives you length, and then it separates your lashes so that it makes it look more fuller, which, who doesn't love that? Because I'm not really a falsies lash kind of girl, you know? So if a mascara can give me a falsy look, hey, I'll go with that. See how it separates? I love it. All right. So that is the completed makeup look of the day. I'm just gonna give you a little up close moment. It's subtle, but a little bit dramatic at the same time. I love it. So let me know what y'all think. If you like this look, if you want to see more content like this, give me a shout out. Let me know. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.